A person is shot outside a bar in El Centro, and police are still searching for multiple suspects. Good evening. I'm Jessica McLean.
Welcome back. San Diego State University, Imperial Valley, will be launching a new public health major beginning fall of 2024. Reporter Jaylene Aguilar explains more about the program in detail. The federal government built the wall, however, left gaps open in between each section, which Arizona Governor Doug Ducey took responsibility for and had shipping containers and barbed wire put up, filling in those gaps along the border of Yuma, Arizona and Algodones, Mexico. The illegal immigration crisis at the U.S.-Mexico border is flooding shelters and cities across the country. The Biden administration is now waiving dozens of federal laws to allow additional border wall construction in South Texas, the very same laws that Democrats originally rejected Republicans on. Mike Valerio has the latest.
Hundreds of migrants caught on camera, rushing past Mexican authorities with their goal in their sights, American soil in El Paso, Texas.
And it looks like we just got word, breaking news now on the big fire north of Yuma. We're going to take you live out to our reporter, Chanel Ramos, who can tell us more about the fire, the details, what's happening, and the latest of what we do know so far. Chanel. Animal rights activists are calling for changes at Churchill Downs after 4 horses died in less than a week. Evergreen Cemetery in Colorado Springs has joined more than 2,700 locations across the country to support and honor our fallen heroes. And it's the most wonderful time of the year, right? That's how the song goes. For Yena White, surviving both the 93 World Trade Center bombing and 9/11 terrorist attacks brought new meaning to her life. Well, so those triple digits are like scorching. So how long will they last? Are those sizzling hot temps really here to stay? Now, Illinois has officially become the first state to end cash bail, so anyone can just walk into a store and steal a good. The deep-sea craft disappeared during a mission to tour the Titanic wreckage. Americans are marking 22 years since the September 11th terrorist attacks. Shifting gears into weather now, Louise, it's been an overall really beautiful week actually here in the desert Southwest. Great for Veterans Day coming up. Well, the Shamrocks hope to bring home their first football state title since 2014. Welcome into sports, everyone. This is the place where not only technology, performance, and luxury come together. Good evening, and thank you for joining us on 13 on Your Side this evening. I'm Jessica McLean. We begin tonight. The Supreme Court announced retired Associate Justice Sandra Day O'Connor died this morning in Phoenix, Arizona, at the age of 93 after a long illness. O'Connor was the first female justice to serve on the high court, and her appointment in the 1980s was regarded as a major milestone for all women. We share a glimpse into her life journey and the work she accomplished. And for over a decade, 13 on Your Side and the Crossroads Mission have teamed up for Blankets from the Heart. The event is a way to give back to the less fortunate during the holidays. Reporter Eduardo Morales shares more on the event and how you can still get involved. And 'tis the season for giving back. While you're out this afternoon running those errands and feeling that Christmas spirit today, you can drop by the Yuma Palms Mall. 13 on Your Side's Vanessa Gongora standing by live from the Yuma Palms Mall for our annual Blankets from the Heart drive. Vanessa, tell us more about the donation event that put Crossroads Mission on.
Hey, Jessica, well, a lot is
moving in that holiday spirit and continuing. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, and so will many households with Christmas decorations, but it can also be a very dangerous time of year. Karina Bazarte sat down with the El Centro fire chief and provides us with tips on how to keep your tree from lighting on fire. In the Imperial Valley, more than 3,000 farm workers were treated to an early morning breakfast. In addition to healthcare, over 50 agencies provided information about workers' legal rights and benefits. The event is a small token to show appreciation for all the hard work, long days, and effort field workers provide. Switching gears here, jumping live with Louise Lopez outside this evening. It was a beautiful day, but what are we in store for this evening? Thank you, Louise. Coming up next on 13 on Your Side, last night's heated political debates sparked 2 of America's most talked about governors to square off on serious issues. Welcome back. Millions of Americans tuned into Fox News last night to hear Florida Governor and 2024 presidential candidate Ron DeSantis and California Governor Gavin Newsom face off in a primetime debate discussing the nation's most crucial concerns, addressing the ongoing illegal immigration crisis, increasing homeless epidemic, abortion, foreign policy, economic impacts of high inflation, and political plans to move our country in a more prosperous direction. It gave voters the opportunity to hear firsthand from two of the country's most controversial state leaders. Just ahead are warmer temperatures coming soon to the area. More than likely, that's a yes. We'll tell you more coming up in your first alert forecast. Well, the Shamrocks hope to bring home their first football state title since 2014. Welcome into sports, everyone. The last time Yuma Catholic won a state championship, they played in a Division 5. A lot has changed since then, and Yuma Catholic is now Class 4A as one of the smallest schools. What remains the same in 2014, the Rocks finished the season undefeated, marking the only time in school history they have achieved a perfect season. They look to match that this year again against Canyon del Oro on Friday evening tonight. Chaz Mesma of the KYMA Sports Department has more. Right now in the fourth quarter, Yuma Catholic trails 35-127. The Shamrocks scored a touchdown just before the half, a 35-yard touchdown pass from Nash Ott to Hunter Hancock. Senior Tav Ford also has a score for Yuma Catholic. It's been back and forth in the second half, and it's coming down to the very end. Full highlights and a recap tonight at 10. Good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight on 13 on Your Side. I'm Jessica McLean. President Biden's son is under fire. Hunter Biden, who is facing tax evasion charges and gun charges, speaks out in a rare appearance on Capitol Hill today. It comes as the Republican-led House of Representatives gets ready to take the next step towards the possible impeachment of President Biden. Natalie Brand reports from the White House. 3 people murdered in Yuma County on the same day. Now more than 1 year later, deputies say they have their suspect. Tonight, he sits in a Yuma County jail cell. Yuma County deputies arrested 41-year-old Ivan Osuna on 3 counts of first-degree murder. One of the 3 murders happened near Mojave Lane and West 8th Street. The other 2 bodies were discovered on County 13th Street and Avenue F that same day in September of last year. Now, Yuma County Sheriff's Office investigators were recently able to connect all 3 of the murders, but how they were able to do that has not yet been disclosed. YCSO shares how deputies found Osuna. 1 Marine was killed in a tactical vehicle rollover on Marine Corps Base Camp Pendleton, according to the 15th Marine Expeditionary Unit. Now, the rollover happened Tuesday night as the vehicle was making a ground movement during training. 14 other Marines were in the amphibious combat vehicle at the time and were taken to local hospitals and Naval Hospital Camp Pendleton for evaluation and treatment. The name of the Marine who died will be released after the family is notified. The names of the injured Marines are still being withheld in accordance with Department of Defense policy. The incident at this time is still currently under investigation. The Yuma Fire Department is now under new medical direction. Reporter Eduardo Morales finds out what this does mean for the city of Yuma and their residents. Thank you, Eduardo. Local military bases honored Yuma Airport volunteers. Yuma Proving Ground and Marine Corps Air Station Yuma recognized workers at the Military Comfort Center for serving veterans and active military who do travel. Since it opened in 2010, the Military Comfort Center has served more than 54,000 military members. And holiday shopping is in full swing, with shoppers in Imperial County wanting to find the best deals during these tough times. Good evening, and thank you for joining us on 13 on Your Side. I'm Jessica McLean. We begin tonight with the brutal and ruthless killings of babies, young children, women, families, and hundreds of innocent people, a scene that no one should ever have to go through in a lifetime. As Israel says, 189 soldiers were among the 1,200 people killed in the Long Hours massacre committed by Iranian-led Hamas terrorists. Welcome back. A trial pitting the federal government against tech giant Google got underway today. The Justice Department in 14 states accused the company of illegally monopolizing web searching by making deals with phone makers to be the dominant search engine on their devices. The company strongly denies the accusation, of course. As Natalie Brand reports from Washington, prosecutors began Tuesday by saying this case is about the future of the internet.
The second Republican presidential debate takes place tonight here at the Ronald Reagan Presidential Foundation as 7 candidates are set to address the nation's most heated and controversial topics just days before a possible government shutdown.
And as back-to-school season is quickly approaching, Samantha Bird shares where you can go to check school supplies off that list. The best part, you can get them for free. Hi, welcome. I'm your host, Jessica McLean of 11 Connects. Today, I have Doug Hansen, Captain Doug Hansen from the Salvation Army. Great to see you. Always wonderful to have you back.
Thank you.
Yeah, the Salvation Army is always accepting donations throughout the year. Welcome back. Bullying and various levels of physical assault are becoming a serious problem in schools. nationwide, affecting thousands of our youth. Some parents share immense frustration for what they say is lack of administrative leadership addressing and resolving these types of situations. In a special report, I had the opportunity to hear firsthand a father's plea for help, a man's decision to combat years of bullying through arts and hobbies, and how Yuma Union High School District officials are navigating reports of bullying. One local father, George Espinoza, shares with us his son was harassed and hit on the head several times on a school bus this year and informed school officials of the situation immediately.
The video showed the graphic images of my son getting bullied by a person twice his size. And it was very frustrating. I was really mad. And it was just horrible.
They were hitting me and they said a lot of bad words to me.
According to George, his son was bullied before, but the school did not take proper action to resolve the situation that had occurred on campus.
They told me they couldn't really tell me any information about the kid, name, where he lived, or what his name was, or what they were going to do to him, what repercussions were going to be.
I reached out to the school where George's son was beat up. One official said the situation was handled, but according to the boy's father, no action was taken, and he pulled his son out of the school. Officials declined to make a public statement addressing the situation. Happy Friday to everyone. We are down here at Yuma Palms Mall for the Blankets of the Heart Drive. In affiliation with the Crossroads Mission, we're collecting all types of warm items for winter clothing, from blankets to hats to socks to any type of gear that you may want to drop off and donate over to Crossroads Mission. We're going to be here all day until 7 p.m. tonight. A great event to come on out and spend some time here and talk with the folks at Crossroads Mission and find a way just to give back in any way that you can help out. You can find out how you can also spend some time volunteering there over the holidays. So come on down here, check it out. We have a couple of volunteers from Crossroads Mission.
5 people are dead and 25 others were injured last night as a shooter opened fire at Club Q here in Colorado Springs, Colorado, a frequent for the LGBTQ community. Police have identified the suspect in Saturday night's mass shooting, 22-year-old Anderson Lee Aldrich. We do know Aldrich is in custody at this time, and we will keep you updated with any new details as they emerge in the investigation. Police work closely together with FBI, continuing their investigation. As you can see behind me, there is still a crime scene taped off, and police and FBI are working closely again together. This is on the backside of Club Q here in Colorado Springs.
Reports of an active shooter came in late Saturday night at a popular gay nightclub as gunshots and screaming interrupted dance music. Thousands of people from all over the world are here at Comic-Con, the most anticipated comic book culture event of the year. You see crowds gathering outside and inside the convention center. But the most interesting part is the dedication and creativity they put into their costumes. We got to talk with someone who dressed as their favorite character from the show's Bob's Burger. He says it's his 16th time at Comic-Con and wants to send a message to those who have yet to come.
Oh, come. Everybody's accepted. You'll love it.
Hi, welcome. I'm your host, Jessica McLean of 11 Connects. Today, I'm here with two very special guests, Zakia and Russell Moss of Drip Queen Coffee. Tell me a little bit about the background of Drip Queen Coffee. How did you get started?
Then it's awesome.
And what flavor am I getting ready to sample?
We're having the Queen Nefertiti blend. This is the South and Central blend. It's a medium to dark roast. And so typically an American palate, we love an American blend, but we wanted to show you also our Colombian and Brazilian. And then we have our Italian crowd coming in Tuesday.
New tonight, the company Sid Cole's continued efforts to get permit authorization for a hazardous waste facility in Yuma made the announcement they will fund an independent environmental impact study. While the Board of Supervisors is scheduled to vote soon. Good evening. Thank you for joining us on 13 on Your Side tonight. I'm Jessica McLean. President Biden delivered a rare primetime speech from the Oval Office tonight, addressing the American people on the terrorist-driven war against Israel and Russia-Ukraine wars. With remarks and requests to Congress, Biden lays out plans to pour $100 billion into funding defense aid, to foreign wars. However, President Biden walks a fine line with financial funding approval that will likely take the back burner until a new House Speaker is elected. For all the baseball lovers out there, turning to the World Series, there is a lone star in Major League Baseball. The Texas Rangers finally won their very first championship in franchise history. Now, the team beat the Arizona Diamondbacks by a score of 5-0 to take the series 4-1. Omar Villafranca is outside Globe Life Field, the Rangers' home stadium in Arlington, Texas.
What's happening? The Texas Rangers win the World Series!
Well, a hungry bear decided to dig deep and destroy a parked car while searching for tasty treats in Littleton, Colorado. In a video posted on X, a Colorado Parks and Wildlife officer can be seen chasing away Mr. Bear after he demolished the car entirely. Apparently, the car owners had forgotten a pack of peanut M&Ms in the vehicle. Looks like good old Mr. Bear here had a chocolate sweet tooth. Black bears are curious, intelligent, obviously, and very resourceful. Well, I hope that these people, look at the interior of this car. I hope these people have full car coverage on their insurance plan because this car is going to need a massive makeover. I can't imagine coming back to my vehicle and opening the door and looking in and seeing my entire interior dashboard completely destroyed. Well, that's our newscast for the hour. Thank you for being with us tonight here on 13 on Your Side. We'll see you right back here at 10.